Hi, I'm Tristan, joined by my colleague Rytis. We're
Hello.
here to introduce Charity Engine. Charity Engine is the crowdsourced cloud. What we mean is that we harness volunteer CPU capacity for commercial use to generate revenue for great causes. I'm pleased to note we're also committed to donating a portion of this capacity to scientific research. I've done so to the tune of nearly 1 billion hours to date. We have aggregated a substantial resource base, over 1 million CPU cores, 100,000 plus GPUs, greater than 2 petabytes of storage space. What do we do with this large set of resources? We provision them into standard instance types in forms that are familiar from other cloud services. For the instance types we have presently, we're offering performance equivalent to AWS instances at about half the price. We also make use of software standards. By using Docker, we're able to run any image available on Docker Hub. It's only subject to the technical specs of available instances. In addition to open source container libraries such as Docker Hub, you can also run proprietary software for additional hourly fees. Any software publisher can transform their product into a service running on Charity Engine. We're pleased to announce our first publishing partner, Wolfram Research, and their product Wolfram Engine, also known as Mathematica. It's available now and to be run on Charity Engine, and we hope it's the first of many such partnerships to come as we build out an app store. So we make these resources available via a number of standard interfaces. The API and simple command line interface, or CLI, can be used programmatically for systems integration. And when you're interacting directly with the command line, you can imagine that you have 1 million CPU cores available locally on your machine. The web UI is useful for submitting jobs. It's great for monitoring, managing all of your jobs, regardless of the interface. And finally, you can access Charity Engine resources via smart contract, initially on the Ethereum blockchain. Now I'll hand it over to Rytis to show you the system in action.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to show you how we interact with the Charity Engine. And first, I'm going to start with the CLI, or the command line interface. Like Tristan said, it's a command line interface that's very beneficial for integration or execution from remote servers. And it's also cross-platform, so we can run on multiple devices. So you need just a few things to start running on Charity Engine. First of all, of course, you need credentials to access our service. The other thing that you need is the application you need to run. So let's start with a basic Linux container that's available on the Docker Hub. And what we also need is a command line to execute. So we're going to just run a simple example that just echoes it works. You can also run multiple copies of a job very easily. Let's say we are running Monte Carlo simulations and we want several dozens or thousands of jobs. We can easily do that. Let's start with 20 jobs. And we also want to be able to see what happens behind the scenes. So I'm going to enable a debug mode so that you can see what's happening. So let's run this job. And here we go. We just submitted a job. It's been queued into our system, and it will very quickly get picked up by our compute nodes. So meanwhile, let's jump into the web interface that that we also have. So we have a graphical GUI dashboard that shows the jobs that have been running for one of our scientific partners. And you can see that in the past 2 weeks, we've completed over 4 million jobs for them, and we're currently tracking over 100,000 jobs. So let's go ahead and create a new job. So what we need to do is choose an instance type, let's say 2 cores and 2 gigabytes of memory. We see that we have tens of thousands of nodes available, and we can easily choose a number of nodes to execute on. We can specify some other settings, but most importantly, we can run application of our choice. So let's start with the proprietary application of our launch partner, Wolfram Engine. And let's say we just do a simple computation and write it to an output file. We can also add input files, but we don't need this for the example. So let's go ahead and submit. And here we go, we have a success. So the job has been queued and is going to start running on the Charity Engine Compute Network. And once the jobs are done, we can go ahead and retrieve the results. So here we have also results from one of our compute partners. And let's go ahead and see if there's any jobs that have already completed. And here we go. So we have tens of thousands of complete jobs. Let's choose one, get the output files of them. Oops, sorry about that. It looks like I'm having some internet issues this time. Oh well. So I'm going to ask you to trust me on this, and we do have. Oh, here we go. The results have loaded. So here we have results from the computation of one of the jobs that were executed on the Charity Engine network. So yeah, so all of this is driven by the same HTTP API that you can also use, but I'm not going to demo this at the moment. In any case, we are striving to have feature parity with cloud providers such as AWS. So we're adding features that help the compute side work in similar or exactly same way as other compute providers. So we have important features like job tagging, batch numbers, schemes that are available on AWS. And we're also adding some other features like S3 storage compatibility so that you can use industry standard tools to run the jobs. So here we go. I think that shows you what we can do with Charity Engine. Thank you.